think this video has been a long time coming, but here I want to explain to you guys on how I play Josie as a whole. I'm going to try my best to get you all to understand and see where I come from when I fight with this character. First off, I'm going to show you guys a clip of me facing off against a Brian. Then after all that's said and done, I'm going to talk about Josie and how I see her, like when I'm playing her and stuff. And hopefully you guys will get to at least witness where my mentality is when I'm fighting. Alright, so here's the clip with me facing a Brian. In the beginning of the matches, I try certain things to see where my opponent is at mentally. So as you can see, I try a little bit of some down forward 2-1 forward with some snake steps to see if he's jabby. Turns out he in fact ducked and immediately tried the while standing 3, which gave me the counter hit. I messed up the punish, so I ended up getting counter hit because this guy likes to use while standing 3. He got a nice combo on me, but one thing about Josie is that with the right flow on the opponent can turn the tides on a match very quickly. I am enraged now, so what I do then is play a little bit of game of footsies by dashing and retreating to see what his reaction would be. So the second round is now the testing stage. Time to play some games. Went in for some magic 4s just in case he mashes, and wow! Got a nice little combo there, right into a nice little 50-50 that Josie has. With while standing 3 they flip over. By then, Josie can then dash up and pull off what Shaheen and Lee does by threatening a slide. Josie has great Oki in this situation. If they stand straight up, they can get hit by while standing 3 and while standing 2-1 in the back. If they side roll left or right, she can do full crouch down forward 4. And if they do a wake up mid, low, or recovery kick, which is that little toe stubbing kick they do, while standing 3 will counter hit them. Another thing Josie players should utilize is down forward 4 pressure. Whether or not your opponent is conditioned enough to where they will not press during switch can determine what kind of mind games you can pull with them. The switch stance can delay the options hella long to mix up the timings on things if the guy thinks they have your switch stance inputs in check. Here, I waited to see what he would do after the first down forward 4 landed. As you can see, he ducked after the second down forward 4, possibly trying to do the typical online Brian special, which is while standing 3. So I'll let that switch 4 sink for a little bit and then let that bad boy rip after seeing that hesitation. And here I ended with a well-timed forward 4. A lot of Brian players will wake up with a while standing 3 for a cheeky combo if you get too greedy, which is why I waited for a split second because I knew that bad boy was coming. The final round was an interesting one because it shows what I love to do to people just to see what they'll do, you know. So after he gets his damage in, I then run to attack them legs a bunch, with broken timings too so he can't catch the rhythm, and followed it up with some other pokes to chip him down and irritate him. Just like before, I waited when he was knocked down because I knew that the classic Brian flowchart of waking up while standing 3 was coming up. But I also forgot that both knees exist, so I actually got hit the first time. The second time was easy to catch because, you know, I had him down to a T already, so I knew that he would end up doing it again. I just finished up with the timing. Alright, well, now I'm done with that poorly constructed script there. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about how I feel about the character personally. With Josie, I think in order to be like successful with her totally, you really have to use your brain like a lot more than you would with other characters, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can agree to an extent. I mean, other people have different opinions, but of course this is how I see her anyway. So you have to be crafty. You have to be good at lying too, because that's where her switch stance comes off of as well. How good you are at deceiving your opponent. and how good you are at mixing up their brains and, implementing your game plan while nullifying theirs at the same time. Josie is like a very special case because, as you know, she is kickboxing and Muay Thai, right? And of course, unarmed mixed screamo, but she mainly revolves around getting you to screw up while she is continuously blasting you with her unrelenting offense and, crouch dashes and feints mixed with movement. I mean, if you implement movement and well-placed attacks, dude, Josie is a beast. And let's not mention that her counter hit damage is off the charts. And if they hit the wall, that's game. That's game, dude. That's a lot of freaking damage. So with Josie, you just have to be good at tricking your opponent. And you also have to have no form. Just like Bruce Lee says, no form. Just like water, no form. Right? Of course, you have to have some sort of flow. Once you find that flow, you will know. Because then you'll start to get that ultra instinct, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I play. I play a lot with feeling. Like, that's why I end up steamrolling most players with my offense, because I already have a beat on what they're doing, and I just go. I feel how the match is going to turn out. I already feel that I'm in their head, and I can do whatever I want. So, a lot of the times, that's not the way to go, but once you get to that point, then you can start letting things rip and find out if your opponent really knows how to deal with your offense for real. Because when Josie goes, man, she goes. You know what I'm saying? Party City for real. So I hope you guys found this interesting, because I really do enjoy this character. The fact that she does kickboxing and Muay Thai and all that stuff, it's the main reason why I drove myself to this character in the first place. So if you guys can find your flow with this character, I totally believe there is hope to seeing top tier Josies real soon. Alright, thank you guys for watching and listening. Take it easy.